My name is Larissa, and we're going to practice together for about 15 minutes. Just a bit of slowing down, a bit of just self care to the best of our ability. And just remembering our three little steps in our meditation. Super simple, not always easy, but simple. We choose a focal point, we return to it again and again. And then that third step, the most important, is practicing being as kind to ourselves as possible in the process. I'm going to venture a guess that all of us have tried forcing us to do things. So we've worked with making ourselves do something, we've worked with kind of beating ourselves up about it. That can work for a time. You can use that rigidity to be forceful for a time, but it usually doesn't really build a good relationship with something. So this idea of being gentle is important. And I know so many of you show up consistently to your practice. And it's this idea of consistently working with these things. So whether it's consistently working with just showing up, that's enough. Consistently working with, we've been utilizing some loving kindness phrases. That can be super supportive. But just remembering that there's no quote unquote right way to do it. There isn't a wrong way that we're trying to avoid. There isn't a right way that we're trying to get to. It is genuinely showing up for yourself moment to moment and practicing to the best of your ability, being kind to yourself. And as we just name that, that is essentially our focal point. We choose a physical focal point because that's helpful, but just this focal point of a bit of gentleness. So just checking in with your body first and foremost, gentling your shoulders a little bit, maybe a little neck roll to soften in. You're welcome to close your eyes. That is a way of being gentle with your body, not needing to look out, not needing to bring in new information. Perhaps even thanking your eyes. They do an incredible amount of work to try to keep us safe from harm, constantly searching and scanning. Our brain bringing in a million bits of information per second, filtering through all of it, and only bringing to your attention the relevant ones. But sometimes our brain accidentally starts bringing in what it thinks is relevant just because of a habit of mind. So our brain might accidentally be stuck on worrying about something just because that's a habit. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with your mind or you have to fix or change it. It's just this recognition, this awareness. As you're settling in, just noticing, what am I aware of today? How is my breath moving through my body? Is there a particular emotional or feeling tone that I'm noticing today? What different parts of me are showing up? We all have a part that wants to care. We all have a part that feels frustrated. We all have a tender small child inside of us. And all of those parts just want to be seen. What are you seeing today? What are you experiencing? What are you noticing? And this invitation toward gentleness with yourself. It doesn't mean you have to feel gentle or easeful or kind. It's an invitation. And remembering that that gentleness isn't outside of you, some future version of you that will be nicer. It's inside. There was a really magnificent teacher. Her name is Ananda Maima. And a modern teacher, she passed away a couple of decades ago, but brought deep wisdom and insight into this idea of carrying your bliss and joy body around with you. It's said that she permeated the world with her bliss and joy. People would often ask her, how do you access your joy so easily, so instantly, with all of the suffering around? She would often talk about that she simply is aware of her true self. And it's easy to get distracted by the layers of the not true self, to believe that I am wholly the version of myself that gets frustrated, forgetting that that's just a part that wants tending. The essence of us, every single one of us has a bliss body inside, a joy body. Not that we're trying to get to happiness, but that it exists within us. And it's not a state that we need to attain in order to have a good life. Because suffering does exist. Challenging moments that come and go every day. Sometimes we're in a season of difficulty and it feels like it will never end, which is when we need our joy body the most. Not to try to pretend everything is fine, but to have that soft ground to land on. Treating yourself with gentleness. This is the Brahma Viharas. So the Maharaji, his two tenets for living were so simple. Love everyone, including yourself, and tell the truth. And not just not lying, but the truth of who you are, remembering that bliss body inside you. Love everyone, including yourself. It's part of our practice. We can meet ourselves with gentleness, then we can meet the world with gentleness as well. Gentleness does not mean pacifism, but to pause and to take a breath so we can wisely respond. Just here in these quiet moments, just watching your breath, wisely responding to this moment by giving you the gift of life. Your body and its intelligence, skin filtering out things that are not good for you, tiny nostril hairs filtering out particles, the way that your eyelids keep your eyes moist, the way that your fingernails make sure that you can feel the tender touch of a loved one by protecting the top of your finger. So much wisdom in these bodies. We have these moments just to get to be here with your body, in community, to the best of our ability, practicing just a moment of gentleness, just appreciating, receiving this moment of ease when your body exhales. Wow. And the mornings when it feels easier to tap into our loving kindness, our natural state, and just appreciating that. And on the mornings or the days or the weeks or the months that loving kindness feels very far away, sometimes we even question, maybe I don't have that bliss body inside of me. Those are the mornings we need our own compassion the most. And when we look out into the world and wonder, is there loving kindness out there? This is when the world needs our compassion the most. Compassion is not a soft skill. It is not some utopian idea. It is a cultivation of connection, of lovingness. It is a cultivation, an allowance of being human. We are imperfect and flawed, and yet delightful. To watch people walk out in the sun and experience the joy of a bird coming home again in the springtime, this early spring. There is a delight within this humanity, even when it feels hard to see. Can we all just, in our own bodies, but as this Sangha, this collective, just pause and appreciate this tiny moment of relaxation as we exhale. And take a moment to receive the gift of life as our bodies breathe in. And allow this wisdom of giving and receiving, this wisdom of reciprocation to guide us today. Just breath by breath. I'll invite you to bring your palms together like gratitude, or hands over heart, or any of your closing habits or rituals. We'll end as we often do with a few loving kindness phrases. I'll just name two of these 4 tenets, these 4 Brahma Viharas, these 4 attitudes that bring peace of mind. It's working with loving kindness, ground, a stable place to stand on. And from loving kindness, can we meet difficulty with compassion and work with reciprocal joy? And look for equanimity, the balance that tells us when to use compassion, when to use reciprocal joy, and remembering to stand on that ground of loving kindness. These phrases, just repeating them back if they make sense for you. Just offering your well-wishing to the world. May we remember to pause and look for the ground of loving kindness. May we each remember the bliss body that's inside of us. May we remember the innate goodness of our breath. When action is needed, may we choose to move with ease and peace. Finally, may the merits of our practice ripple out to benefit all beings. Take your time. Whenever you feel complete, you can open your eyes, find a little movement, take a moment to thank yourself.